Living in America as a black person, you recognize there is one set of laws for you and one set of laws for those, especially in the white community. In our book, Passive Aggressive Racism in the System of White Supremacy, I take you through times in my life when I first started noticing white supremacy. We teach you how to recognize it, identify it, and also counter it in our book. This book is a beginner's course for those that are just starting to wake up and open their eyes to see the system of white supremacy. As a black American person, you must understand this system because this system is life or death to you. How you handle it, how you deal with it, it can affect your mental health if you don't understand this system. Pick up our book, Passive Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy, today on Amazon.
Hello fam, welcome back to the African Diaspora News Channel. I am Wongel Zelalem bringing you this report. Today's report is about the celebrated famous Hollywood actor John Amos telling Africans to tell their own stories. Legendary actor John Amos, who played Cleo McDowell in Coming to America, reiterated Hollywood's stereotypical view of Africa in a recent interview. The 82-year-old African-American actor is also known by many for his award-winning role as Kunta Kinte, the Gambian Mandingo warrior in Alex Hill's 1977 Roots series. In the interview, the actor talks about the new sequel of the 1988 blockbuster Coming to America, which was recently released on Amazon Videos. He said, "It is wonderful to recapture a moment that was so important in my life as a person. The success of the first one had us all hoping that there would be a sequel. And finally, after all these years, here it is, and it has been very well received." However, the sequel has received many criticism, including Ghanaian filmmakers Laila Jansi, who described the movie as mildly offensive, racist, discriminatory, and disrespectful towards Africa. In the interview, Amos gave an overview of Hollywood's history of negative imagery of the African continent. According to him, African stories should be told by Africans and not Hollywood. He said it presents a Hollywood version of a situation or a demographic with which Hollywood has not become authentically familiar and conversant with, so you will get the stereotypes. Mr. Amos further hinted that Hollywood's stereotypical views of Africa is agenda-driven and not just for the purpose of arts. He said it was the history of Hollywood in every picture I've ever seen, and some TV shows back in the early 50s perpetuated negative stereotypical thinking for obvious reasons. African culture and way of life has been misrepresented for many years by Hollywood filmmakers, and as such has immensely contributed in denting the beautiful image of Africa. The movie icon also emphasized on the significance of culture in defining African people and stressed that the old narrative must change. So today we have to be mindful that the only way to present an accurate picture of life in Africa is culture, and what this means to the indigenous people is to put that responsively for that imagery in the hands of Africans. Let us best describe who we are and why we are, and not leave it to others who have ulterior motives. End of story. Couldn't agree with him more. He is right, he is spot on. Hollywood has been painting Africans as this savage people. Like, even when they talk about our culture, it's like they make us sound like we're primitive. It's like a backwarded culture. No, our culture is our culture. It's our beauty. It's what makes us different. And he's right. When someone else tells your story, obviously they're going to talk about it from their perspective. And he also said, I don't know if you noticed, he said there's also an agenda behind it, and that's also true. It's not just getting it wrong, getting our culture wrong. It's about an ulterior motive as well. They have an agenda. They want to prove something. They want to change the narrative on Africa, and that's what they've been doing. And we let it go on for a long time. Now, slowly but surely, Africans are taking the narrative back, and they are speaking up, and we're telling our stories, a little bit more, but there's a long way to go. And I'm so happy that an African American noticed this, and he talked about this, and he's a legend. So yeah, yeah, it's nice to see him standing up for Africans and telling us what the gap is, and we need to tell our own stories. Couldn't agree with him more. Anyways, guys, let us know down below what your thoughts are about this. I'm Wongel Zelalem. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and download the African Diaspora News Channel app, now available on Google Play and the Apple App Store.